How's it going today? Hope y'all are having an awesome Sunday. I am. I just wanted to take a second to sit and talk to you about some things that had came up, a conversation I was having with someone about future prospects for one of their relatives. They had a relative that was going to be going to college, and they were trying to narrow it down, which college, what to do, what to look for. And then come the question, the college essay. And we had a discussion that the essay, one of the things is, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with this college education you're getting, or what do you want to do with the things that you're going to be, learning? The individual had made the comment, well, first thing is I know I want to make money, which the smart button me came right out, and I'm like, well, that's easy. You just get a piece of paper and you get some ink, and they started looking at me and giving me the grin. And I'm like, seriously, if your object is to make money, that would be like saying the farmer's object is to make a plow, or, the lumberjacks, the object of being a lumberjack is to make axes, or to acquire axes, have lots of axes. That doesn't really make sense, does it? It got into a deep discussion of what people want from the future, and there's lots of good things that can be done with money, with cash. There's lots of bad things. In the end, it's a tool. It's a tool no different than a rake or a plow or a wrench or some pliers or a screwdriver. It's something that you use to do other things. And if you're just going through life to pursue acquiring things, it's going to make for a tough life. Now, we could go into lots of different discussions on different philosophies and what they talk about it. I like to go to one of the ones that I always pull up when it comes up is this. There was a gentleman named Eric Fromm, and Eric Fromm, one of the books that he wrote, Having and Being, and his discussion of the idea that we as a society may be turning more towards the having instead of the being. In other words, having money is a lot different than having wealth. And to me, wealth is something that spreads out in lots of areas, because, your wealth can be your friends, your health, your knowledge that you gain and what you learn, your skills, things that you can do, as well as those things that you use to build a better life, as far as, having a nice place to live, having transportation, being able to go places, see things, do stuff. And a whole discussion starts to ensue over, isn't it better to seek wealth than it is to seek money? Because money is something that goes and comes, it gets lost, you have it. It's one of those things that's external to you that you cannot control. And a part of your wealth is also external to you, and you can try to influence it. It's kind of like herding cats into a sack. Good luck. It's a hard effort. You may get some in, you may get them all in, then one gets out, and it just goes on continuously. It's the same thing with most of the things that are material outside of you. If you see them as the end game instead of just tools to something else, then you might not be getting all that you can out of life. Because then happens the day that, oh, great, now I've acquired these things, congratulations, farmer, you got 50 rakes and, 8 shovels and 3 plows, and even got 4 or 5 horses to pull them. And what now? We come back to that question of what now? In other words, if you use what you have, your wealth, external wealth, to help you learn, grow, to help you help other people, to do things in the world, then you're starting to move from the having to the being. You're starting to learn and grow as a person. And to me, that is a much, not just a nobler goal, it's also one that will reap lots of benefits. Because I will tell you, dude, you have no control over the outside world when the stock market goes up or down. You can plan. And I'm not saying just go, oh, well, just dump everything and do nothing. I'm saying that don't make it your only thing. In other words, enjoying riches is different than craving them and grasping for them and living for them. I tease people, it's like the chocolate cake. Enjoy the chocolate cake, but the only way to enjoy the chocolate cake is to realize the chocolate cake will be eaten and there will be no more chocolate cake. Part of enjoying it is knowing that it will be gone. And if you just sit here and go, well, I'm not going to eat it. I'm just going to put it here in front of me and I'm just going to look at it. I'm going to stare at it. I'm going to think about it. And you never enjoy it. At some point, it will start to turn bad and rot and you won't be able to eat it. No matter how hard you try, you cannot preserve it. What you can do is enjoy the experience, learn how to make another cake, help other people make cakes. And then there will be a lot of cakes in your life. Understanding that the things you can acquire in life that will help you are those things that will help you inside to grow and be a better person. Not saying that you have to. I'm just saying it's something to consider. When you're looking at what you want to do, ask yourself. And now this question is important for those people right now that are on the crux of making decisions. There's a lot of people that are trying to figure out what to do with their lives. And I will say the majority of the young people that I talk to, and I ask, oh, okay, you're going to college. What would you like to do at college? The majority that I talk to are not going to college with the idea that I'm going to go to college, I'm going to learn something great, I'm going to get new adventures, I'm going to see different things. This is awesome. I'm going to make new friends. I'm going because I have to, which is another rough thing to go down. When you have to do things, you don't enjoy them. And most of the time, it's only because you told yourself you have to. If you tell yourself you want to and you're looking forward to it, you start to have a different frame of mind. Then it's, well, what do you want to do? Well, I want to get a job where, I make a lot of money. Here we go again. Lots of jobs make lots of money. Every job makes some money depending on what you need. I mean, have you actually sit down and ask what it is you need in the future so that you're making enough money to acquire and do that at the same time live and to keep growing? See, that's the planning that you need to kind of work on, not just acquiring. Because we also know that your idea of enough or your idea of a lot will change. When you're a kid, $100 seems like a lot of money. When you're retiring, $100 is chump change because it's not going to pay the bills. It may, if you're lucky and you don't use very much electricity, cover the electric bill for 1 month, if you're lucky. So knowing that this will change, you start out now with, oh yeah, I'm going to get this job, I'm going to make X amount of dollars and I'm going to be rich. And then when you get to be a certain age and you're in that job and you're making that money, oh no, I made a mistake. I need to make more money. And once again, you become like the farmer who claimed he was not greedy. I don't want all the land. I just want any land that sits next to mine. And as you see, that just keeps rolling. It's a never satisfying pit. It just, no matter how much you dump into it, it never fills up. So the point is to put things into perspective so that you can think about what it is you really, really want and actually sit down and say, when you say you want to have a lot of money or make a lot of money, realize that money is a tool, put that aside. So we know you want to acquire the tools needed to accomplish a goal. What's the goal? And think about that. What do you really want to do 5, 10 years in the future? What is your real purpose? And will this make you happy? And again, I have people tell me, well, I'll be happy if I have a home and a car and nice new clothes and I get to go out and eat all the time. I hear that a lot. That seems to be the theme song of the 12 to 16-year-old. And I'm like, you don't think that'll get boring at some time? Well, no. Is it that you don't have that right now and you think in the future when you have it? Here we're in that. If I have this, I'll be happy. You might for a little while. It's like the chocolate cake. You're real happy when you're eating it. But if you cling to the cake, you'll be very sad when it's all gone. If you enjoy the experience, then you've put that in your being. It's a thing that you have learned and enjoyed, felt, and it's something that's part of you. And there's the difference. Being, not having, enjoying what you got instead of trying to constantly acquire more. Taking the time to enjoy the things in life that you do have. We get back to that rule 646. Yeah, I know I make up numbers, so leave me alone. But it's my way of categorizing things. People constantly in a state of suffering from wanting what they don't have, never figuring out how to enjoy and want what they have. When you start to do that, you will find that you'll be happy. If you're able to find a way to enjoy whatever it is you have, then you will enjoy and you will be happier and a happier person. People around you will be happier and your whole life will start to change. So put some thought into it. What is it you're really, really moving at? What is the goals? And then realizing what are goals and what are tools? And don't mistake a tool as your goal. A tool is a way to get to your goal. And as you start to do this, then you'll start to have a little bit more order in your life of where you want to go and what you want to do so that you can actually start working towards the future that you will enjoy and that you will learn to have a good time in, that you will enjoy the treasures that are abundant all around you. And at some point along the way, maybe you'll figure out there's a lot of those treasures around you now. Happiness is right here. You just have to accept it. Okay. Y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. It was nice talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you again. Y'all take care. Namaste.